Let me take you through the 6 hats process. First off, the hats. I start with the blue hat because this is where the process starts and stops. Should imagine a circle where we start with one hat and then go around to the different hats, but we always start and stop with the blue hat. And the blue hat is kind of the meeting manager. The blue hat's main role is to ensure that the guidelines are respected and observed, so we get to move along. The black hat. The mindset here is caution and critical thinking. We don't want to overuse it because people can get stuck in black hat. But we want to make sure we spend enough time here so we get some black hat ideas. Then we move the group into the white hat. That is facts-based, just the facts. The yellow hat, brightness and optimism. Red hat, feelings, hunches, gut feelings. And the green hat, creativity, possibility, alternatives. And then back to the blue hat. So it's your job to make sure that the mindset of the group is in the hat you choose. And you can choose the order. If the group is very angry or is not happy at all, you can start with a black hat and say, okay, we're going to start off here, but guys, we're going to move from here and maybe in this order or in this order. Choose what's best for your situation, but just get around the issue, just like the fishbone. So the blue hat is kind of a meeting coordinator. It has to make sure that everybody knows what we're talking about. Do they understand the question? Blue hat makes conclusions, takes decisions if the group is stuck, process control, for example, that people respect the hat order, and evaluation and quality control. And blue always starts and stops the process. So these are some of the questions the blue hat can be asked. What are the conclusions? Which ideas should we proceed with? How are we doing? Are we moving towards the targets? And so on. White hat represents neutrality, facts, information, and data without feelings. All information is important, proven facts. These are some of the questions. What are the facts? What do we know? What do others say? Is there any information we can rely on? And so on. Yellow hat. Now we're being optimistic and positive. What are the benefit, opportunities? As you can see, there's a big contrast to the black hat. What are the existing opportunities? These are some of the questions. How can we develop? What can be done? Under which circumstances will it go well? We're not in black hat mode, we're in yellow hat mode, so we assume it's going to go well. What benefits do you see? Green hat, creativity, being crazy. We need change, being curious, turn things upside down, use humor, get the ideas running. This could also be a great place to start. Have some fun with the green hat. You could ask these questions. What's the craziest thing one can do? Are there other ways to do it? How will we overcome the problems? Red hat, emotions, gut feelings. We're being subjective. We don't need any data. We can just say, I feel, I think, whatever. And we need respect that people are different and have different feelings. Here are some of the questions. What do I think about the ideas that came forward? What do I like? What does my intuition, my gut feeling tell me? What worries me? That's okay when we're in red hat mode. Black hat, critical and pessimistic, using logic and analysis. And this is the contrast to the yellow hat. So if people are stuck in yellow hat mode, you tell them, I know it's maybe difficult, but let's try and put on our black hat. Identify problems and pitfalls. Be the devil's advocate. What questions can we ask? What can go wrong? If we do so, what is the consequence? What's the worst that can happen? So it's a summary of the different hats. Just remember, start and stop with the blue hat, and then you choose, get experience, depending on where you are in the organization, and you choose the order. And you want to make sure that people are moving along, staying a little while in each hat and getting the ideas, and tell them, now you're being a black hat and we're actually in yellow hat. We have to move and respect the order. So these are some of the rules. Each symbolize a certain way of thinking. All participants put on the same hat at the same time. When you have that hat on, you follow the rules. The structure is tight. The content is free. So the output of the process, we don't know what it's going to be. We want to make sure we're going to go through all the hats. Questions are only for inspiration. So you as a meeting manager, if you can see that we need to dig deeper into a certain area, then you do it. Again, this is only a tool. Remember the purpose of the 6 hats, and that is to get around the idea, maybe do some team building, and so on. And then start and end with a blue hat. All hats are just as relevant and important. And that is one of the main ideas we want to conclude. So if the group is very different, we could get the consensus that everybody has some value to the group and to the process. That's what you learn when you're using the 6 hats. So this is a template you can use. And this is the blue hat who fills it out. And you only write the essential words, a summary. So you could write the main idea you want to discuss here. And what are the facts? Successful, green hat, ideas, emotions, difficult work. And then you write your summary over here. What are the essential factors we need to maybe look further at? And that's it. Thank you for listening.